Welcome back to the Sweet 16 Craps Tournament. Each strategy starts with $400 and gets 20 rolls. Today's strategy is our fourth contender called the Four Seasons. It's 4 steps, $10 on the don't pass, 44 on the inside, 3 come bets, followed by 3 don't come bets. They are escalating come bets and de-escalating don't come bets. So let's go ahead and get our $10 out there. If you're just getting started out in craps, go to our Craps for Beginners videos. They'll help you get started. So this is our roll 1, is just a don't pass. And we got a 6, which is not my favorite place to be on a don't pass. We're going to set up our 44 on the inside anyway. But that does insure us on an early 7. It doesn't really matter where it's at. And our first come bet is 15. Here we go. Roll 2. And we hit a 9. So this 9 gets paid 14. I'm just going to pay a 15 for 1. Give him $1 back. And then I'm going to come down on that because our come bet comes up in there. And then our next come bet is 25. Again, those are escalating come bets. And we hit a 4. Come bet moves up into 4. Then we got to step up to a $35 come bet. And this is our last come bet. And we hit another 9. Wow. So the 35 moves up into the 9 and this 15 gets paid. It's going to give us 25 and give them back 10. Well, it's paid out. We've got 35 up in there. Now, this is where we start off with our first don't come bet, which is 35. And then it goes down each time. And we hit a 5. So this don't come moves to the 5. And then this place bet gets paid. We'll just pay it 15 for 1. Give him back $1. And then I'm going to come down off of that, since we've got a don't come bet there. And then it steps down to 25 this time on the don't come. And we hit a 3, craps, which pays off here. And the don't come. That's a winner. Everything else is not really affected. And we hit an 8. So the don't comes to the 8. This 12 gets paid 15 for 1. It's going to give us 25 and pay them back 11. And then I'm going to come down off of this. And then we've got our final $15 don't come bet. And then we just roll it out. And we hit a 10. So we got a $15 don't 10. Seven out. Okay. So these are losers. Losers. It's a loser. But all these win. So we've got our 35 in there, 25, and a 15. So the 15 gets paid, 25 gets paid, and the 35 gets paid. So there we go. It worked out quite nicely, actually. And the 6 is a don't, so that also gets paid. I'm just going to give them a 25 and pay them back 15. And then I'm just going to leave that out there for the next roll. All right. So we did all right. First 4 season round is pretty good. Here we go. Come out roll. And we hit an 8. I don't really like having a don't 8, but that's all right. Whatever. Go ahead and set our 44 on the inside. And then we got a $15 come bet. There we go. And we hit the 8, which is the point. Now, that loses, but the 8 comes into the come bet, and this gets paid 15 for 1. So we didn't really do that bad on that one. Then I'm going to come down on this place bet since we got a come bet in here. Now, I did a $15 come bet last time. My next one would be move up to 25, but because we're on the come out roll, it moves to a pass line bet, which supersedes our don't pass come out there. So we've got to change it up a little bit there because of that, just because of the stride of the game. And then we are always working on the come out roll here. Let's come out. And we hit a 6, which is great because this pays 15 for 1. Getting back $1. And then our pass line bet moves to the 6. Now I'm going to come down off this bet. And then we step up to our 35 in the come, which is our last come bet. And we hit a 6, which is nice. Pays in the point. Come bet moves up in here. 25 gets paid. All right, now we're on our first don't come bet, which would be $35. But because we're on the come out roll, we're just going to add it to the don't pass. So we're going to put 45 on the don't pass. And we're working on the come out roll. And we hit a 5. Beauty. So our don't moves to 5. This $10 gets paid 15 for 1. Or actually I'm just going to pay 25, give them back 11. And then I'm going to come down off that, since we've got a don't come bet, a pretty sizable don't come bet there. And we hit a 5, which our don't 5 is on there. That's not good news, that's a loser. Okay. And all these bets are working on the come out roll, and we're coming out again. And we hit another 5. Point moves to 5. We hit another 5. Hit the point. Makes no difference to us. Wow. And we hit the 10. Point is 10. Boxcars, makes no difference. And we hit the 4. No difference. And we hit the 8, which pays us 15 there. And that was our last roll. So let's go ahead and take all this stuff down and count it up and see how we did. See, we're at 425. We've got 85. Yeah, so we've got about $517, which is our best contender yet. Wow, nice job. 4 seasons, baby.